like we're using only one light. There's something lately that's been like, why am I so pale? Feeling.
Maybe because you're not tan?
No, but like... Can we get our Squishmallows up in here again?
Oh my god, of course.
Can we get all of them?
All of them? I don't know, man. We're in different rooms than where the camera's at.
Different rooms. Guy like you like Squishmallows. I get too many pink ones.
You said you wanted all of them.
Yeah, I do. When they want to know if it's pink, just ask my Squishmallows.
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm bringing the, I couldn't figure out what to do with my hair, but I do know I'm bringing back the side part hella today. Dude, fun. Today we have a very special guest.
This will help us from like not moving around too much. This is the best. This is the best.
Our life is so good.
I love it here.
I think I like this little life. This little life. Come on, help me out. This little life.
Hi, welcome back to PM.
Poddy, 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 my mouth. Potty mouth, potty mouth, potty mouth, potty mouth, boom, 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 boom. Potty mouth, potty mouth, potty mouth, potty mouth, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Potty mouth, boom, boom, boom. Flush.
Nice, yeah, epic. It is 2:21 p.m. on PM, and
Yo!
they like to call me the rapscallion.
Scallion cream cheese.
Is that what they call you? Is that your name?
Yeah.
All right, so you got the rapscallion and the scallion cream cheese here, coming to you live, but not live.
I'm actually not a stallion unless I am an Italian stallion, but I do identify more so as a Mustang.
Yeah.
Hooves up!
So how was your weekend? How was your week? It's been
5 minutes ago, I was gonna be like, oh my god, I have like 3 great things to talk about, and they all went.
I feel like I haven't seen you in 5 years.
Yeah.
I've been a nomad. I've been a bit of a nomad lately. I've been wanderlusting around even, and I've spent most of this past month not using my rent, which is unfortunate considering how broke I am. But we are so back, and I'm so happy to be so back. Oh, happy to be so back. And it's summer! And it's summer in LBC.
Period. Yeah, so you were gone for a while. You were doing things.
I was doing things.
You were like away.
Yeah.
And then last night, she came back finally.
I think I was here a total of 7 days in May.
I was gonna say maybe 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to make it about me, but I did in fact experience darkness.
What can I say?
Mentally.
I'm the light.
Just a little, I guess, a little reminder to ask for help if you're struggling. And we're so back, baby, because I got my car broken into the other day, and I'm fine.
Cheers to that. I was gonna say, you know what that person did for you? They took away all of the badness.
I hope so.
Yeah. And they didn't break a window. And that's how you know it was all for the good.
Yeah, they just gave me a very clear reminder that I do need to get the electrical system in my car fixed. The price of that is a mystery as of now, but life is a mystery.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone must stand alone.
Yes, it is.
I hear you calling.
Yes. Yeah, very cool.
It feels like
Very-
home, just like a bear.
Very
Well,
cool.
I'm gonna take it there. Well,
Completely.
just like a dream. Just in the dream. Oh, just like a bear. You know I'll take you there.
She's so drunk right now. She's so drunk right now.
It's actually, unfortunately, not even true.
She's so drunk right now.
I just had a little Jimmy protein bar with 5 milligrams of protein. Or, I mean, no, with 5
milligrams of protein is crazy.
So I'm about to be huge.
Yeah.
With 5 milligrams of caffeine, I meant. And then I asked, like, what that was compared to a double shot or a cold brew. It's minuscule.
It does not even compare.
So now I have a little bit of Alani Nu in my water right now. Yeah, a teeny little bit of Alani Nu. And what I was gonna say was when she... Anyway, yeah. So listen, no. Do you guys even fucking care? So listen. So...
Not that you guys care, but she has something to say.
She was gone. Crispy was gone for, like, a while. And now it's June 6th.
7th.
Oh, puss. So it's June 7th, but last night she finally landed on a plane and came back home, finally. So what I did was I threw us a party, and we watched the first couple episodes.
Episode and a half?
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
Oh, yeah, you did. Aww.
I fell asleep like a little girl.
Oh, little binky, little
baby.
sleepy.
I wanted you to carry me into my bed.
I'm not doing that. I woke you up and you went, what? This was you side-eyeing me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. I didn't want you to sleep on the couch. I wanted you to sleep in the comfort of your own bed. You said, what the fuck? So I surprised my little bestie with a very chic high noon over ice in a wine glass.
Yeah.
With Celebrate by Kool and the Gang playing in the background.
As it should be.
And we turned up to that, and then a couple glasses of wine, made a couple TikToks, and went to sleep. And what? It's summer!
Isn't it just?
So I'm just excited that you're here.
So here we are.
Yeah.
Back on the couch with no panties on. Ready to give the PM a little bit of AM energy.
What's the A for?
Morning.
No, like PM is potty mouths. What do you think the
Yeah.
AM? If potty mouth...
Oh,
if
Adderall.
Aperol. Apothecary.
Stupid. Is that like now one of your favorite words?
It's always been a word that I liked, but I would like to say something. First of all, this light is the brightest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Don't look at it.
Camera's right there.
Doubt it.
Doubt it?
Yeah.
Last episode, we covered...
We covered one topic, and that's chic.
And it took me a couple days until I finally realized, like, my full understanding of the word. And it's apparent in that episode, once you get around to watching it, hopefully, / listening, that I have no concept of what that word really truly means.
I was just editing the reel that we're going to post for it, and I was like, wow, people are going to be like, they don't know what fucking chic means.
Well, she does. Okay. Because what the fuck? Because what do you mean proclaim is chic? Fuck you, Christine. What? If I could go back in time and
You would make a
look
whole
at
new list.
myself sitting over there, I would say,
I just wanted to be nice and not do that. I wanted to give you what you thought was... I wanted to let you give me what you thought was chic.
I wanted a definition first.
Yeah, I gave you one. We read a definition. Elegant.
But that's not... Okay. But my definition's better now.
Okay.
Because what I define chic is, and correctly, is that it's something that is on the rise of being cool. It's like on an upward trend, and whoever's doing that ahead of the curve is chic.
Yeah. Can you use a different word than trend? Because I fucking hate that word. This new viral trend.
No, yeah, not like
I
that.
can't.
In the way that, like, at a time, maybe 10 years ago, people incorporating different types of mushrooms into their diet for like health benefits would have been chic because it was like so ahead of its time, maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I mean that in the way where like obviously cultures have been doing that worldwide for centuries, but in the way where like it became a mainstream thing.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Sorry, I'm just updating my favorite word list now.
What'd you add?
Do you mind if I read to the class?
Please.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys what I currently have on my favorite word list. So we start off strong. This one I've had in my favorite word list since high school. Zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Next we have jovial. Then we have reluctantly. Then we have egregious.
Yeah, you
Come
love
on.
that one.
Come on. And then we have behemoth.
Classic.
As a behemoth
Yeah.
of a man.
Yeah. Or woman.
However.
That's one of the words.
That's one of the words. Pedantic.
Yeah.
The way that feels coming off my lips.
And now we know it in sign language.
Yeah, we do. Thanks, Ginny.
And Georgia.
Fierce, but specifically how Kelly says it.
Kelly invented that word.
Yeah, Kelly owns that word.
Dude.
And anytime I
Shout out
see
Kelly,
the word
bro.
feels so... Oh, mama. Hi, Mom. We're recording a podcast. Do you have anything to say to the class?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a butt call. It is a butt call. Love you. And then we have timeless. That's what I just added.
Oh.
Because I was thinking of like, there's chic and there's timeless. And I think describing things as timeless is like one
So
of
classy.
the... Yeah.
Can I add
Describing
one to
things as timeless is chic. It's one more thing I will put
Okay.
in chic. It's just that it feels like the highest honor.
you? Like not enough people describe something as timeless.
Yeah.
Zendaya is timeless to me. Zendaya
That's so
is
valid.
always chic.
Yeah.
She's always.
I'll give that to you. I don't think about it much, but you're right.
Zendaya is...
Zendak. Dak.
What's that one?
I don't know.
Zendaya is as chic as they come.
Come.
And also, okay, hold on. Pause! Can you guys stop yelling at me?
We're so funny.
One
Sorry.
thing I thought you'd like to add to your list.
To my favorite word list.
Yeah, I've decided is a favorite word of yours now is crass.
It's a good word, but it's not one of my favorites.
It is now. Put it down. Write it down.
Okay.
Okay. One more. So just to redeem myself real quick, I'm just going to throw one thing out there. To add to my leak. To add to my leak. To add to my list of what I think is...
What? To add to my list of chic. My leak. My list of chic.
My leak. And how?
Mind if I add to my leak?
What I think is super chic is incorporating your like paraphernalia into home decor and also just in general multifunctional furniture. Like this being storage and a bed and a couch.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Example is a like one of those cat litter things that it's like half of it is where the litter like they go, it's like hidden.
Yeah.
And then the other half is like a storage cabinet.
It looks like a little cabinet.
Yeah. And you can use it as like
one of those.
Yeah.
The thing is about those is that they often look like neo farmhouse Chip and Joanna Gaines looking like.
Okay.
Like if it looked like that, that'd be cooler.
Yeah.
You know, but that's in our kitchen and kitty litters should not be. Can we talk about where kitty litters shouldn't be? Let's start with in your fucking kitchen.
Who have you met that's done that?
I can't say here.
I'll bleep it. Like friend.
Yeah. In their old
Yeah.
apartment. Because you know how we have that, like, under door thing?
Yeah.
I wanted to put that in the under door thing that we had in our kitchen.
Oh.
In our old place. Excuse me? No.
I'm not trying to smell cat shit while I'm frying up some eggs.
Right? Plus, she never did the cat litter.
Yeah.
Already,
Crazy.
as it was. I had to ask her every single time. And it was like, not my cat. And also, like, I'm asking you when it gets to the point where it is so rancid, it's hard to breathe in my own home. I shouldn't have to wait that long for you to take care of your animal. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she would have a piss attitude every single time. Anyway, don't put your cat litter in the kitchen. That should go without saying. Kat and Andrew, shout out you. They have like a whole room.
Epic.
It's like their walk-in closet is dedicated to their 3 cats' kitty litters.
That's amazing.
No, I know. And it doesn't smell because they use some type of like wood chip thing that's like ground up. Maybe it's not wood chip. It's
I'm
like
gonna have to ask them some questions.
eco something. It doesn't smell.
Okay.
3 cats.
Yeah.
3. And
Yeah.
it doesn't smell. They're doing something right. No,
Wow.
yeah, they're on top of their shit. I'm really glad for them.
Yeah.
I think it's chic when people have like a really nice lighter that's also an ashtray, or like an ashtray that's also a side table and just like a centerpiece thing.
I love a lighter cover.
Yes.
I think that is beautiful. It's like you're taking a cheap item and you are not like DIY, but like a thrift flip.
A flip. You're flipping it.
You're flipping it.
You're flipping.
You're flippant.
You're upgrading. You're
You know what I mean?
redesigning it. Repurpose.
Repurposing. No.
Oh.
Because that's changing the...
Repositioning.
All right. Did you have like something to talk about or something?
Yeah. Well, great list, by the way. I love
you.
your lists.
Thank you.
I have a riddle.
Okay. I'm a little interested.
You're just
A little bit. I'm intrigued.
Before we go into the riddles, do you think we can like introduce our guests?
Yeah. I don't have names for any of them.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'll name them now here. with
Yeah.
us. Now, here and right now.
Yeah.
Well, this one is Teddy Ursa because he's a Pokemon. And that's his name as the Pokemon itself. I used to have a friend that called all of my Squishmallows ugly.
Who?
Tyler. He was like, why do you get the ugly ones? No, I get the ones that match my aesthetic.
He's no friend of mine.
Yeah, same.
Do you like the way this looks?
No.
Awesome.
Okay, Blake Lively.
Some people might even find that to be a compliment. God forbid.
I don't want anything to do with those people.
Okay,
No,
but
he's so pretty, yeah.
so because
And I'm
what do
kidding.
you
I'm
mean
kidding.
by that? Because I'm not her friend.
Kidding.
But you love Gossip Girl. I've got to go.
I've got to go. Oh my gosh, wait, and not to go off track really quickly, Jason and I watched A Simple Favor last night or 2 nights ago.
How boring was it? I mean, was it good?
Listen, I actually loved it. To
Really?
be honest, I won't lie. Not the second one. I've never, and I didn't know, and so I just saw the first one for the first time ever. And it was because I think Tana and Brooke were talking about it on their pod. My friends, they were talking about it.
Yeah. Our sisters.
My friends Teen B, and they were saying, even though they don't like Blake Lively, they did like that movie.
They don't like her either?
Yeah. They're
Cute.
Isn't
Isn't it basically Gone Girl? I can't remember. I've seen it.
I literally didn't know what I was getting into when I watched it, when I was going into watching it. And I truly enjoyed it. Great psychological thriller, like really fun. And the reason I bring this up is because she did it. She said, come on, I gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that people were pulling that from Gossip Girl because she does also do it in Gossip Girl.
Yeah, she does.
And I didn't realize it is just a reoccurring thing for her.
And in the Colleen Hoover book movie.
Yeah.
The one that there was a whole lot of press about, even though the movie itself wasn't even really that good, and I've seen most of it and I couldn't watch the rest of it because it was like it was so fucking bad.
So bad.
Also, Jenny Slate, what are you doing there?
Yeah.
You are the love of my life. Get out of that movie.
Get your bag. I'm sorry. I support.
Really?
Support. She probably didn't think it was going to be that big of a fucking mess.
Okay, fine. But like, I'm curious to know what drew her to that storyline where it's going to be like, yeah, forget like sketch comedy, forget cartoon comedy, forget stand-up comedy, forget Marcel the Shell. I'm gonna act in a Colleen Hoover book to movie.
You know, maybe she wanted to branch out. I think she did good in her role.
You think she did well?
Okay. Okay.
Pedantant. What does it mean?
Pendant? Pedantic.
Pedantant.
So, I hear you.
Oh.
But I compare it to when I was in college and I got cast in one of the plays, and it was called Trojan Women, and while we were creating the play and putting it together, I was like, this is like one of the most beautiful plays ever. Like, oh my goodness, this is so, I need everyone to come see it. They need to. And then after putting on the play, I was like, wow, what the fuck was that? What did we just do? That was
Wait, but you guys wrote it?
No, it's like a play.
Oh.
But the way the director put it together was just not good. It was like supposed to be one director, and then I think she got a different gig, and so they ended up pulling in someone else. So it was going to be a completely different thing, and it would have been so awesome. However, it was not, and it was bad.
Do you think Jenny Slate knew that halfway?
Maybe when all, like, I don't know, did all of this stuff start happening like during production, or was it after the fact when editing was going on?
Can I be honest?
No clue.
I don't care.
Let's move on.
I like genuinely am so sick of it.
I have
like,
nothing. I've got nothing.
She's so pretty, but
What the fuck
so
were
annoying.
we talking about?
I was like, does my hair look good? And you were like, why am I?
Yeah.
Who are these guys?
Okay, yeah. Teddy Ursa. I think we can call this guy Slom. Slom.
Slom.
Slom.
Do you think the O's have dots over it or anything? Sorry for asking.
Do you have like a...
Can I see him?
Suggest? Shion?
He looks like... She?
They?
But you know how Stitch is kind of modeled a little bit after like a pug? It looks like if Stitch was modeled after a pig.
I'm gonna name it
Mo.
Margaret.
Him.
Mo.
Yeah.
M-O-E. This is Mo.
And it's they.
Yeah.
You said you're gonna name him Margaret.
I said it. Roll the tapes.
How do
Anyway.
we go back to being
This is Zeus.
friends? Yeah, of course.
Duh. Looks just like my Zwaki. And then
My Zorky.
I'm feeling R.
Oh. It's clearly like, what is this? What animal is this?
I'm feeling something like a burly man.
Burly
Yeah.
man.
Like some
Brillo pad.
a name that a burly man would have.
Oh god, I wish you liked Avatar. Cause in Legend of Korra, there's a character who's like short and stout. And I can't remember his
Teapot?
name. Yeah, like a teapot. I can't remember his name. He's not that short, he's just like not tall and lanky like his brother. But that's what I'm thinking of like a burly man. Unk. Please. Uncle.
I could do Unk, but U-N-K.
Fine.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a yak?
Yeah, I think he is. I think that's what was on his tag.
This one's a Yeti. if you could believe it.
If you can believe it.
Do you remember their jobs?
Unfortunately, no. And I had the tag on them for so long, and I think just like in my sleep, they ripped off and then got lost. Maybe they're like stored under my bed somewhere, but
Stored.
yeah.
This was my first one. And you may notice that there's like a little bit of damage to their skin.
You may notice that this one kind of has the texture of a snake or an uncooked chicken.
It like, I guess, stuck to the dryer vent for a little. So she got burned. But
Burn victim.
yeah, she's a little pink piggy. And I got her around Halloween time. And she said she was my first one. Yeah. So I don't know why I'm nervous. This one is a pink pig, and I got her around Halloween time, so I named her Spooky. Her job was that she was an event planner, yes. And I was like, oh my god.
That's my queen.
That's my queen. I want to be her.
Yeah.
That was nearly 2 years ago, so still manifesting being just like her. And then a couple months later, I got this little guy for Christmas. I think they're a Yeti in the Philharmonic. In the Yeti Philharmonic.
I remember the Philharmonic.
And I remember being like, that's baller. And since I got this one for Christmas, their name is Snowy. But I didn't even realize until much later that they have the same names as the bunny rabbits we had growing up, named Spooky and Snowball. Spooky and Snowy, pretty close. So I think that's fun.
Mine has a pimple patch on it.
Yeah! Wild. Because she sleeps hard.
I sleep hard. I had brought these from NJ when I moved here. And I don't think you ever questioned it. You never questioned it.
Well,
I
had a thing about Squishmallows before. And it was that all of my horniest friends had them.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know how else to word that, but every adult woman that I knew who had Squishmallows also told me like the most fucked up fucking stories. So
all of my
nothing
friends,
to do with the Squishmallows themselves, but it just like became associated with like, oh, you're a freak.
Yeah. All of my friends that had Squishmallows also fuck.
Yeah. So I remember visiting you in your old studio. I was in your bed and you were also in your bed holding one of these and going ding, ding, ding. And I go, doesn't that hurt their eyes? And you go, no, silly. And I go, oh, okay. What a dumb fucking question, right?
I love them so much.
All right. You mind?
Yeah, hit me with a riddle.
Time to get into some riddles. Woo!
I'll take riddles for 500, please.
You got it.
I think it probably looks like I'm naked.
Yeah.
We should do a fully nude episode, right?
Oh, sure. There's one that's... Oh, can we do an episode where we just tell dad jokes?
No.
What did the ocean say to the sand? Nothing. It waved. Here's the riddle. You fucking bitch. I am a protector who sits on a bridge. Only one person can see through me while others can't. What am I?
Two-way mirror.
No. So not even close.
Okay, one sec. That was practice.
This is like a pretty easy riddle, I think. Or like a starter. This is a starter intro riddle.
Could you read it to me again?
Mm-hmm. I am a protector who sits on a bridge. Only one person can see through me, while others cannot. What am I?
Window?
No.
Easy pass lane.
No, but I like that.
Pole.
Interesting. No.
Give me a hint.
You can like ask me a hint.
You give me. Okay, what is it?
It protects part of you.
It protects part of you?
Yeah.
I'm going to be cutting out a lot of the silence, but I need you to know there is a lot of silence right now as I am thinking. Sunglasses?
Yes!
Why does it have to be on a bridge? Oh. On the bridge of your nose,
Yeah.
even.
Yeah. Very good.
Thanks. I got it in my first try, too.
I have another.
Okay.
What bats, but never hits, is near a ball, but never thrown?
The baseball bat.
No.
Oh, but never hits. It's but never hits. Is near balls.
Is near a ball, but is never thrown.
Eyelashes.
Yes,
I know it. First try.
Amazing.
It's crazy how I keep getting these on the first try, too.
Are you looking at my phone with the answers?
Yeah. No.
Are you?
No.
Did you ever do 30-second mystery?
Did we do that at the crime museum?
No, we did that with Jason and Gabe when Jason was here for the first time, like the first week.
Yeah.
We sat out there.
Yeah.
And then we kept all being like, the horse's name was Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, I recall.
Okay, this is gonna sound so like corny, but in this math class in middle school, this one teacher, as a warm-up, he would read a 30-second mystery. It would always be more than 30 seconds, but when you're in middle school, those were like kind of hard riddles, but they were like, it helped me so much as an adult, like my like deeper thinking skills. I think about these riddles all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's so dumb. It's like is a kid's book and being like, wow, as a kid, that really impacted me. Shut up. But like it did. So I'm gonna try to find a couple of those that I think were just like so good. It just really makes you.
It just really makes
you think. Yeah. It kind of makes you stop assuming things.
You know what they say about assuming?
Yeah, it makes an asshole between me and you together when and it's between us and
When
our
our
mouths.
when our assholes kiss.
Yeah.
When we spread our cheeks with our hands and then we put our butts together where our assholes kiss.
Okay, I think this one's actually pretty tricky.
All right, hit me.
A woman is sitting outdoors and is strapped tightly into a seat. She listens nervously to a tall, well-armed man who gives her detailed instructions. After hearing what the man has to say and seeing his gun, the woman promises to follow his instructions carefully. The man lets her go. This is the mystery. What does the man tell the woman to do, and what type of gun persuaded her?
Strapped tightly to a chair.
A seat.
A seat.
Strapped tightly into a seat.
Can you read the first sentence for me again?
A woman is sitting outdoors and is strapped tightly into a seat.
I want to say, like, do bicep curls and his arm guns.
Interesting.
But
Okay.
you don't have to be strapped into a seat for that. But am I on the right track?
I like where you're going, and I want you to think outside the box in that way for other mysteries, but this is not, it's not arm
It's not a play
muscles.
on words.
Yeah.
Can you reread it then for me?
A woman is sitting outdoors and is strapped tightly into a seat. She listens nervously to a tall, well-armed man who gives her detailed instructions. After hearing what the man has to say and seeing his gun, the woman promises to follow his instructions carefully. The man lets her go. What does the man tell the woman to do? And what type of gun persuaded her? Let's start with what does the man tell the woman to do? What instructions do you think she had to follow?
To get out of the chair is what they're saying?
No.
Like, I don't understand the lets her go. Like, is he holding her at gunpoint?
Do you want a clue?
Yeah.
The man carries one gun and has another in his car. Here's another clue. The woman knows she's in trouble but doesn't fear for her life.
Is it a taser?
No.
BB? Paintball? BB?
Baby.
BB gun? Paintball?
The man, this is a big one, I think. The man did not point the gun at the woman while he spoke to her.
Is it like a starting gun and she's in like a wheelchair race? Is it?
No, but hold on. I want to reread it to see if like that could apply. Hold on. She's nervous.
She could be nervous for a race.
Yeah.
Is it like a swing set?
The woman is sitting in her car on the side of the Pacific Coast Highway.
Is that the answer?
No. It's another big clue. Do you want me to read the rest of the clues?
This makes no fucking sense to me at all. Oh, is it a police officer?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like,
The man tells her to slow down, and the gun is the radar gun that clocked her speed. The speed gun. So
I'm imagining, I want you to see what's in my head, okay?
like a trembling woman.
I see a woman sitting in her backyard patio, and it's not like a really nice house. Like, it's kind of like a lower class house, probably.
It's a shithole.
Yeah.
A lady's sitting in her shithole backyard.
Yeah, there's like concrete on the bottom and like paint chips like coming off the house, and then the like grass is like yellow, and then there's like this big man, big, tall,
well
armed, and he's like in a cutoff, and he's got like a pistol or something, and she is like tied up in a chair. And then there's like a 2001 yellow Toyota Corolla like in the driveway.
Why is it yellow?
Because that's what I see in my head. This is the picture that my mind painted when you read this.
I want you to read me a riddle.
Okay.
And I want you to see how fast I can get it.
Is it?
No, I'll
like
know.
Find you one?
Find me a riddle, genuinely. I bet I can solve it so quickly. I love riddles. I love a parlor game.
I feel like you're trying to say, hey, Christina, you're really stupid. I've got one for you.
No.
I can do this.
I purposely didn't choose some because they were written poorly. And I chose that one was, I think, it was like challenging enough for an adult. So you did good job. Please believe me.
I wasn't listening. I'm looking for a riddle. And you know what else? The horse's name was Friday.
Exactly.
I got one. Ready? You see a boat filled with people. It has not sunk, but when you look again, you don't see a single person on the boat. Why?
They got off the boat.
No.
There's a boat, and it's filled with people. And I see the boat. Mm-hmm. And then what happens?
But when you look again, you don't see a single person on the boat.
They're all couples.
They're all married.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. Got it. Now I will proceed with finding a good one.
Give me a tough one.
All these are stupid. I'm not finding any good ones. I've decided I don't want to do this anymore.
Can I give you one more?
Yeah.
Okay. No one knows what Mount Kilimanjaro is. We don't know where that is. If there was a riddle and the answer was the group was camping in Tanzania atop Mount Kilimanjaro.
Well, what's the...
A Danish woman travels to Africa in the middle of the summer with a group of friends. One night, the group pitches its tent less than 200 miles from the equator. The next morning, the woman and her entire party are found frozen to death.
Yeah, I would get it. And there's no way that you'll ever be able to prove that wrong, so.
Cool. What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it?
Short.
Yeah. What has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck.
Nice. That one's a dad joke.
Yeah, a lot of them are. Like, I'm looking up riddles, not...
Yeah. That's why I was like, I can't keep looking at
They
these
were
right
like
now.
common sense riddles. And I'm like, oh yeah, good one. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Go fuck yourself. Anyway. This is so, like, tired now. So it's not like the next new discussion or whatever. But, like, if you had 24 hours to hide a paperclip in your home before the FBI, a team of FBI people, come to your house and try to find it within 24 hours, would you be able to do it?
Yeah.
I think so too. There's so many fucking places you can fucking...
Am I allowed to be there while they are looking?
I guess. I
I
don't
put
know.
it in my butt.
But you're not allowed to leave the house.
Yeah. Well, how long are they going to be there?
24 hours.
They're gonna be there for 24 hours?
They have 24 hours, so I if they're not finding it on the 25th, like
I think the question is, you have 24 hours before they come
and then
to find it.
And then
they get, this is going to be 48 hours of my time. I'm not even going to do it. Oh, wait, I had a question I wanted to ask you. If you found out you have 3 months to live, what's the first thing you do?
quit my job.
Well, yeah, given.
I'd go skydiving, Rocky Mountain climbing, 4.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu.
Okay, maybe let's change it to 1 month. You have 1 month before you die. What are you doing?
I would go live on TikTok. I would call every one of my exes and be like, do you still love me? Be honest.
I'd kill the president.
That's so smart.
I would get back into vaping.
Fair. Fine.
Yeah.
What am I dying of? In 3 months. In 1 month. Whatever.
Death. You have to die. There's
Am I able-bodied? Like, can I run and jump
you're still
and skip?
able to do everything that you would like to do.
Paragliding, the thing where you jump off a cliff like a flying squirrel.
Okay. I'd kill myself.
Beforehand?
Yeah, like the day before. I would do everything and then I'd kill myself so I could say that I went through with it.
You really beat you to it.
Yeah. Just to make my younger self proud. We finally did what you always wanted to do.
Stop that. Okay. Okay. I have a bucket list of life things. They're not even necessarily achievements or goals. They're just items that I want to fucking do.
One of them is find a 4-leaf clover, and I know this.
Yeah.
And I think of that every time I'm looking for one.
I'm always looking for one, and then I feel silly because I'm like,
no, never give up on your dreams.
Okay. And a lot of them, by the way, I've done more in the last 5 years of my life than I have done in the before times.
Like
moving to California, taking a dance class at Millennium. That's something that you could just fucking do.
Yeah.
You could just sign up for it and go.
Yeah, but you wanted to do it before you died.
And no, I don't know. I've always wanted to do that since I was younger. I thought that was the coolest thing anybody could ever do. And then I did it and I was like, oh, sick. Cool.
Yeah.
Paint a mural. Get paid for painting a mural. I'll try stand up one more time. Okay. At least, maybe.
I need you to. I think you need to redeem yourself.
Yeah. But that is under the assumption that I wouldn't be dying within 1 to 3 months.
Yeah.
So, with that new assumption, with that new implied reality, I would say shooting the president. POTUS, if you will.
Yeah.
I'd eliminate the POTUS and his little friend.
They're not friends anymore.
Not...
Which one?
Vance. JD Vance.
Oh.
Vance. Bob Vance refrigeration.
Oh, yeah, because we don't really want him to take
Not
over.
At all.
Yeah. I think that's what I would do on my last day.
Yeah.
Or second to last day. Or after I've done everything that I wanted to do, because obviously once I put a bullet through his brain, I'm getting shot on sight.
Period, yeah.
Yeah.
Or not. They might be like, finally.
Yeah.
Thank God.
We've been freed. The security guards grow angel wings.
Yeah.
And they fly away.
They first would be like, oh my God, hold on, we have to shake your hand first. Okay. We do have to shoot you though, sorry. No, I love that answer. And then, I don't know, expose the Epstein files.
I'd want to go stay in all of the most haunted places in the world.
That's something that is not on any list of things that I desire.
I'd want to stay in the haunted room in Queen Mary.
Oh, that would be sick.
Because I'm listen, if I'm going to die anyway, if one of these guys gets me first,
Well,
no shit off my dick.
I've always said that.
You've literally always said that.
But, okay, here's the thing about that. I hear ya, but, like, one of these guys getting me, as in, like, a ghost killing me or whatever, is not the concern. It's more so of, like, I don't want to be possessed and then be under the possession of a demon. And, like, people who have to go through exorcisms, like, it's painful. It is, like...
Yeah, but who's going to exorcise me when I'm going to die in a
Their
week?
skin is cracking. They're in... So, like, I don't want to put myself through more pain.
If I got possessed and I was going to die in a week, I'd hope you'd just shoot me in the head. No, I'd hope you put me in a room with Donald Trump. Let me do my job.
Yeah.
And then you'd shoot me in the head. Yeah. So I've really liked this episode that we had going. I need to consume something. And then I gotta go.
Yeah, we've got to go.
We've gotta go.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for Potty Mouse.
Thank you so much for watching.
Any song you want to
Have a great day. What?
You want to sing a song on the way out? I do. You start.
I ain't got no pennies on. Ain't got no pennies on. I ain't got no pennies on the dance floor. I ain't got no pennies on. Ain't got no pennies on. I ain't got no pennies on the dance floor. Now spread 'em. Cheers to that.